Let's get straight into it. A big episode of the Gold and Blue Weekend Preview. Welcome back, Tim.
Thanks, Belle. Looking forward to some winners. We've got a great hand coming up this weekend.
We have looking forward to finding out who our 28th winner of the year is. It's been a huge year already. So we'll do a racing recap today on the episode. We'll talk about our Pescara and his Group 1 debut. Upcoming runners, we've got 14 of them across 9 states, 3 tracks, 2 at stakes level, so plenty to digest there. We'll try and find you a winner. A big event coming up, Aristia Park's 2nd birthday and our yearling showcase, so can't wait to get out there on the 27th of March. And our best bets, of course, Tim. So talk me through Pescara last week. Those Group 1s, they just don't come around very often, so you really have to just soak up every minute of it.
Yeah, like he did us enormously proud. That the horse 7th in a Group 1, and you called it his Group 1 debut, Belle, and I think that's the operative word. That's not the last time that horse will run in a Group 1. You don't get to a Group 1 at your 4th start by a fluke. He is a ridiculously exciting racehorse going forward. Goes to the paddock now with 4 runs, stakes place, 2 wins under his belt in his first campaign, and Damien Lane got off him after the race, and the first thing he said was, set this horse for the Rupert Clark. That's his race. So, yeah, he could be back at a Group 1 as early as August, but he goes to the paddock nice and early. He'll be back in work late May, and a wonderfully bright future, Belle.
Yeah, fantastic. And I'm happy to take whatever tips Damien Lane's throwing our way. And Damien, we trust. A couple of eye-catching runs up in Queensland as well. It's been hard to get a horse to the races there recently, but we had a couple go around.
Oh, I just thought the run of Stuttering last Saturday was outstanding, Belle. Like, it was Wendy Peel's first and last ride on him, I can promise you that. But he was back last, about 15 lengths at Toowoomba, rattled home. The official margin was 2. He was in front 50 metres past the post. It was an incredible effort from Stuttering, ridden completely upside down. And that came after the night before, Belle, with the old boy, Savvy Oak. I thought he had me up and about. I thought it might have been a return to his former glory, but he gets another shot at it on Saturday. So I think Queensland's ready to put a few on the board.
Let's dive on in to upcoming runners. As I said, 14 of them across 9 tracks, 3 states, 2 at stakes level. Start with Pakenham tonight. Belle Tycoon. Bit of a false start last time. She goes again tonight.
Yeah, the float couldn't get to the races last time, which is a bit of a tale of woe. Look, she's a month between runs tonight, which worries me a bit with Belle Tycoon. She's a big striding daughter of Written Tycoon that's going to get out of more ground. As I said, she's been scratched twice since her more recent run, puts her 4 weeks between runs tonight. I just worry that she might lack the killer punch from a fitness perspective, but, you know, she's a $9 chance. I think that's about her right price. I think she draws well. Geordie Childs on in the race for a long way. Might need one more, though, Belle Tycoon.
The Pink Silks will be flying home, no doubt. Good luck to everyone on course and at home tonight. Exceed Expect comes in off a really handy jump out.
Yeah, he's got great first up form, this horse. He's had 2 first up runs, 2 wins. He's a talent. He just fell into a few of the wrong races in the spring. It was a red hot spring and wasn't quite for him, but he's been gelded. And this jump out you can see on your screen. I was down at Cranbourne this morning watching this, and Froggy just got off him and said he'll win wherever he goes. So I'm probably not as bullish as Froggy, but he draws a nice gate. I think it's a hot little race. He'll be up on speed. Terrific each way chance at the $6. I'd be really surprised if he wasn't top 3, and he can win tonight.
Tamatomo rounds it out at Pakenham tonight. He was scratched last start also because of the weather, but tonight's his chance.
Yeah, that was frustrating. He was in that 1,700-metre race on Sunday, and I made him my best for the weekend. I thought he was ready to win. So he's just missed that. He stays at the 1,600 tonight. I hope that he's still sharp enough. Belle, I say that in the context, I know 1,700, 1,600, you know, what's the difference? It's minor, just a better race tonight than he was in on Sunday. But he's a horse that I hope, as he gets to 2,000 metres deeper into his campaign, we're going to be talking about him in some very nice races and good sectionals last start. Again, I think all 3 of these tonight are each way chances. Probably say Tamatomo's the best of the 3, and let's hope he rewards the faith, Belle.
Fantastic way to spend on the couch on a Thursday night watching 3 go around at Pakenham, and then we'll head to Bendigo tomorrow. We've got a huge Friday. Star Lee kicks it off. I know you're excited for her race return, Tim.
Yeah, she's only a maiden because of me, I reckon, Star Lee. I've just got so much confidence in her and where she's going, but I'm not going to make her my best bet for this weekend. She doesn't deserve that gong again from me. But what I will say is you've only got to look at a horse like Karate Miss having her third campaign as a autumn 3-year-old and what she's done this time in. I expect to see similar things from Starlee in a good race tomorrow. Look, there's only 3 winning chances. She's one of the 3, but 3 progressive 3-year-old fillies. Draws well for Liam Riordan. I really like Starlee. Of course, she can win tomorrow, and I still think she's got a very good race in her.
Galapagos Racer goes to Bendigo as well. She's had a somewhat disappointing campaign, so we'd really love to see her come out and surprise us tomorrow.
Yeah, everything's thrown at her tomorrow, Belle. She goes up to 1,400. She gets a lovely draw barrier too. The blinkers go on. Look, she's worked well enough at home to suggest she's a lot better than what we've seen on race day. But at the end of the day, Belle, that doesn't matter. All that matters is what happens on race day. And she's been really disappointing through her first 4 starts. So everything chucked at her tomorrow, and let's see if she can't turn it around.
I really hope so, and your fingers crossed. We've got up your way, Chicago at the Sunny Coast tomorrow night. You love the Sunny Coast races on a Friday night, I know, and you'll love seeing the Greybeard Chicago go around.
Yeah, on the Poly, the new Poly track up here at the Sunny Coast, Belle. So look, Chicamo's in the twilight of her career. She'll be sold at the Magic Millions sale at the end of May. So just trying to get another win or 2 on the board with her. She's been thereabouts. Her first up run was excellent, but been a bit plain her last 2, but that's been wet tracks and the like. So she's out of a Galileo mare. So we'll try her out to the mile for the first time in her career. Robbie Frad takes a ride. She seems to grow a leg for Robbie Frad. So look, I'm not tipping her, but I'm looking forward to seeing her run around.
Fantastic. Sly Corner steps out at Cranbourne tomorrow night on his home track, coming off a terrific win last start. So you must expect him to be one of our winning chances this weekend.
Yeah, really like him tomorrow night at Cranbourne, about 9:45, I think, Belle, like well past your bedtime. So very late to stay up to see Sly Corner, but he was terrific. This win you're replaying now at Bendigo, terrific win last start. Beautiful ride, Zach Spain. They partner up again tomorrow night. He obviously jumps to 64 grade out of a 58, but he's always been a better horse than the results have suggested. He's got 7 seconds. It took us until last start to get his second win. He's got 7 seconds. So he's been all around it. Absolutely, he can go back-to-back tomorrow night.
Fantastic. And you mentioned earlier, Savvy Oak steps out for us again at Eagle Farm on Saturday. You mentioned he was improved last start. So what are you expecting from him?
Oh, look, he's thereabouts, Savvy Oak. Every time we say this is it, he's done, he's out the gate. He digs deep enough to find enough. Geez, I love the ride of Jaden Lloyd last Friday night. So, look, it's a good time to put him on a backup. And how's this for a 2,500-metre record for Savvy Oak? 3 starts in a second. Looks plain as Jane, right? The second was in a Group 1. The other one was when he got beat 2 lengths into 7th in a Group 1 VRC Derby. And the other one was when he ran behind Incentivise, who went on and won a Caulfield Cup. So he hasn't been out to this trip for a long time, Belle. Maybe we've looked for the winning formula with Savvy Oak. Maybe it was just getting out over a bit further. So, yeah, can't wait to see him on Saturday. But it's been a long time. So let's say he's an each-way chance, Belle.
Has been a long time, but never say never. We saw Black Sail come from nowhere to win a couple of weeks ago, and he's up again on Monday. We'll get to him in a second, because on Saturday, we're back to Flemington, back to headquarters. Memories of Cup Day, Rich Hips and Blushing Tycoon are both running for us on Saturday at Flemington. Rich Hips in the Group 3 Shaftesbury handicap.
Shaftesbury Avenue, one of the greats of all time. What's this?
I had to pause because I'm like, is that right?
Carry on. So, yeah, the dynamic duo, obviously they went 1-2 in consecutive races on Melbourne Cup Day, as you touched on, Belle. They're in back-to-back races again this year. Same race number as well. Like, everything's just aligned. Nashville Willa jumps on both again. Like, it's literally, well, let's hope it's history repeating. Look, she wrenched a fetlock as we've publicised in her first up run. It was a complete forgive. Work this morning with Bon Hur, who Trent and Natalie have in the size produce, who Nash is coming down to ride as well. Loved her work, said Natalie this morning. So we feel she's back to her best. Good little race. Don't get me wrong. She draws 15 of 15. So Nash is going to have to give us an absolute Nash special. But, geez, he did us an incredible job on Cup Day, Belle. So let's hope he can do it again. Look, she's at her best, well and truly up to a race of this quality. Just, you know, not having the first up run you wanted and draws poorly. You've got to be guarded, but we know how good her best is. So if she brings her best, then who knows, Belly?
We know how good her best is, and we know how good she is at Flemington. So very happy to be heading back there, along with Blushing Tycoon, who of course just got pipped at the post on Cup Day, but he returns to Flemington on Saturday.
So Blushing Tycoon, we talked about Exceed Expects first up runs and Savvy Oaks efforts at 2,500. Blushing Tycoon's had 2 first up runs, and they are the worst 2 runs we had last year across the stable, not just him. They were putrid efforts. And that was because he was a big, fat colt that used to take 3 runs to get going because he was a slob. He's a gelding now. So the ultimate gear change for Blushing Tycoon, it probably came 6 months too late, but it's happened now. His trials, this jump out that we're watching here, like this is a different horse to what we've seen in the past into his first up runs before. So look, he's $20. It's a really good race of 3-year-olds. There's so many competing 4 lines. It's the last leg of the quaddie because the quaddie gods are just like to mess with you. Like 12 different horses could win this race, but Blushing Tycoon is one of them. So, yeah, he's a better chance than his price suggests, and he's going better than he's ever been going before. What's Blushing Tycoon going to be like as a gelding? Well, it was a pretty bloody good colt, Bell, so let's see if the gelding improves him.
Can't wait to see. There's a lot of common owners in those 2 horses, so no doubt the numbers will be huge on Saturday there at Flemington. So we'll keep going through the weekend. We're to Stony Creek on Sunday. I feel like we've been racing at Stony Creek a lot lately. Black Ivory and Clash get their shot this weekend.
Best of the weekend, Black Ivory. Trent and Natalie have just been bullying fields at Stony Creek. It's a great course. It's an iconic little course. They only race there 5 or 6 times a year. Only during the summer. You only win if you're on speed. Black Ivory, Barrier 1, Froggy knew it. First race of the day. I think she's the banker for the weekend. Belle, I'll be really disappointed if she's not winning and propelling herself into better races out over further. We've got Pasquero's back in the paddock now. I think Asymmetrical is going to get to a nice race, but still a preparation away. So we're looking for the likes of Tammy Tomo, Bidding, Hesitate, and Black Ivory to be those horses to get to good 3-year-old races over 2,000. So if we're going to talk about races like that, then she just wins this Sunday.
Excellent. Can Clash follow in her footsteps then?
I think he just does as well. Like she hasn't found much of a race, and neither has he. You know, like he started favourite last start in the mile. Just Will Price lost in the shuffle. Ugly watch from start to finish. Froggy won't bugger around with that on Friday. He draws barrier 3 or 4, bang, straight to the front. I think it's 3 laps to Stony Creek, the 2,100. So he'll be in front all 3 laps, Bell. But Froggy won't muck around with either of these 2 on Sunday. He'll just be straight to the front, trying to dominate both races. And I think if things go their way, both of them terrific chances, slight leaning to Black Ivory, but I'll be really disappointed if we don't win the first 2 races at Stony Creek on Sunday.
Sounds like a good thing. Get on if you're listening, everyone. There's a couple of cheeky ones for you. Echuca is on Sunday as well. We're sending Squammy to Echuca. It's a decent trek to go. You must like his chances there.
It's always exciting when a horse bounces back to form. Like he had a preparation last time in where things didn't go his way, came out of it with an issue. His first 2 runs back have been outstanding. He obviously won first up at Benella, a really dominant, tough win on speed. Went to a really deep 64 last start. I think he only started 20-1, Bell. There was a lot of spruik horses and progressive horses in the race, and he was the run of the race. Drew wide, sat back in the field, motored home late. So, look, third up, 1,400. Personally think 1,400's his trip, even though these first 2 runs have been 11 and 12 and he's been so good. But Damien Thornton jumps aboard. If he drew a gate, I'd always would have made him the best of the weekend. He just draws 8 of 10. So I don't want him too far back in the run at Echuca. Sunday, fun day. I think it could be a really successful day.
I tried to give Damien Thornton some instructions yesterday at Sandown, and he said, don't even dare give me instructions. And I got back in my box. He's really riding with confidence, and we'll trust him. He knows Squammy. We'll trust him to get on with the job. Last but not least, you know Black Sail is just about my favourite horse in the stable, apart from my own. And he won last start at Morphettville, and he's back there on Monday, big public holiday meeting in Adelaide. Can he go back to back?
Racing's a fickle game, and then racing's a great game. Like when Black Sail got beat in the Camperdown Cups 6 weeks ago, Magic Millions Day, we all watched it together. A few of his owners up there we just thought that's it, like Black Sails, best is behind him. What a stalwart he's been. Greener pastures are ahead. Gave him he then came out with an issue, gave him a jump out. I thought, we're just treading water. We're delaying the inevitable. Bang, comes out, bolts in at Morphettville, wins by 3. And now he lines up in a stakes race, a listed race with 110,000 on Monday. $4 second favourite. Like, you just love it when these things happen. Your lows are never as low as you think, and your highs are never as high in racing. I will say, if Black Sail wins this, he's done. That's the end of his career. He'll be a 100 rated horse because he just won a listed race, which isn't listed quality, but he'll get punished for it, and you'll never hear us or see us talk about him again. He'll probably love that. That'll be the motivation he'll need, but he's a great chance. Draws a touch sticky. 3 starts Morphettville, 2 wins, both at the mile. Awesome last start. The market tells you he can win. Oh, the old boy. Send us out on a high, Black Sail. Let's make your 43rd start, your 8th win, your final run, put you to the most winningest first sight horse of all time, and we'll retire to Aristia Park. You could just, kids can ride you for the rest of life. Do what you want, Black Sail. Let's get it done Monday.
Oh, fantastic. That would be a special, but, slightly bittersweet way to finish off the weekend there if he can get it done on Monday. So good luck to owners. You've had a lot of fun with him, and this could just be the icing on top of the cake. So you mentioned Aristia Park. If he does go that way, Tim, he could be there on the 27th when we're all getting together to celebrate the 2nd birthday of Aristia Park. I can't believe it's been 2 years, and our yearling showcase mornings. So I guess you've been out to Aristia Park a few times. You've been to a few of these events. What can people expect if they're coming along to have a squeeze?
Yeah, look, it's going to be a fantastic day. So as you said, Belle, 2nd birthday of Aristia Park. I can't wait to see a few before and after photos. We arrived there in the midst of a stinking Melbourne autumn weather-wise. It was just underwater. We've added about, I think, 1,200 metres of fencing, about 25 shelters. We've upgraded the drainage, the paddocks everywhere, and it is horse heaven now. 10 winners in February. Like, how we get 10 in February? You trace it all back to Aristia Park. So we're so proud of the facility, what it is now. Marnie, Ryan, their whole family have done an incredible job. I hope Black Sail's there on the day because he's just won his listed race bell. But do get out there, enjoy the environment. We've got mares on the farm with foals that are only 3-4 months old. They're so cute. You watch them run around. It's cool. It's a great place to be. You'll arrive at 10 or whatever time it starts, Bell. You'll leave 5 hours later. You'll feel like you've been there for 20 minutes. Like, it is just an incredible experience. So get out there and enjoy the day.
Sounds wonderful. And if you want any information on that, it's all on our website, or simply give me a call if you want any more info. Looking forward to seeing hundreds of people there to celebrate the birthday with a birthday cake and a sausage sizzle, and probably some party hats on horses, I'd say, if I get my way. But that leads us to best bets. Tim, I know you're dying to know who my winner was from last week. And as you know, I choose the winner based on the most creative answer. So last week's winner and Blushing Tycoon owner, who will be the most excited man on the planet on Saturday, was Stu Hill. He gave us a creative answer for Bidding, who didn't quite get there, but did run well in 4th, and he wins our best bets competition. So who is yours for this week? I think you're getting into the habit of letting us know before we get to this segment, so we already know, but give us a quick touch on that.
Black Ivory for aforementioned reasons. So tell me what your best bet was, and remind me what Stu's comment was to win the prize.
Oh, he said the Bidding's going to make a bid to break her maiden.
I think we can do better this week.
It's the play on words that I'm looking for, the creativity. It's all about banter and getting people involved in the stable and following other people's horses. So he gets the prize this week.
14 runners. Who's your best, Belle?
I always add a little sentimental touch to my best bets. So I am going to stick with winning form is good form. Same place 2 weeks later, and I'm going to go with Black Sail to go out on a high.
We'll be in tears if he wins, I reckon. Like, nothing would mean more than seeing Black Sail win a stakes race and, call time on an incredible career. It'll take him to $500,000 in prize money. Like, what a legend.
Absolutely. Can we ungeld him? All right.
Open day.
That's enough for this week. Hope we've found you 2 or 3 or more winners out of that lot, and good luck to everyone heading along and watching from home this weekend. See you next week.